Hi, it's Caitlin, and I'm here today with a new collection from Rogue Lacquer celebrating their 5th birthday. So the Party Time collection is launching on April 14th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and there's just a bunch of gorgeous polishes that honestly really suit Rogue Lacquer, and I love when Rachel releases collections like this. There's going to be a free birthday gift when you spend $30 while supplies last, and this is going to be an exclusive polish that you won't be able to buy. It will only be given to you if you're able to grab it. So it's going to be $65 for the set of polishes. I will link the Rogue Lacquer shop down in the description and anything else you might need to know. And I think we should just get into the swatches. Let's start with It's My Party, and this one is described as a pale purple toned gray crelly, perfect for a jelly sandwich with a sprinkle of rainbow glass and black metallic flakes. So this one is so beautiful, and I love the combination of colors in the flakes in there and also the density of them. Like, it's not too much, so I think Rachel did a perfect job with this one, and the formula is fantastic. I would recommend 2 coats. I don't think anyone would need 3, but everybody's different. It does have a great formula. It dries quickly. It won't be difficult to remove, and I'm just kind of in love with it. So I will obviously recommend top coat because, as you can see, it dries down a bit dull, and the flakes do give a tiny bit of texture, but the top coat will smooth everything out. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. And here you can see there's not a huge color change in the polish when I move from the different lighting that I have, but it looks fantastic in the shade as well as direct light. And obviously the next polish is I'll Cry If I Want To, and this one is absolutely beautiful. It's a pale seafoam with strong pink toned gold shimmer and micro hollow flakes. It's got that prism type finish that Rachel has been doing lately and that everybody loves, and the formula is amazing. It builds up really easily in 2 coats. I was happy with the opacity after that second coat. The formula is very fluid, it's super easy to work with, and I love the shimmer. It's super visible in this one. It does dry down a touch dull, so I will recommend glossy top coat just to bring back the shine. And trust me when I say this one is incredibly shifty, because it really is. So here it is in 2 coats, not cloats, 2 coats. You can see the holographic finish, and there's a really beautiful green shift that hopefully you can see happening there. It's just beautiful, and I just love it. Next up, we have Party Like It's 1999, and this one is a Barbie pink crelly with pink and coral glass flakes, as well as small black metallic flakes. So this one has a really good formula. It's really easy to work with, and it didn't give me a single issue. I will say that it is on the sheer side, but I was really happy with how it built up in 2. I'm sure some people might want 3, but I found it to be quite opaque after the second coat. And this one is definitely a Barbie pink. I love a good Barbie pink, and of course I love the black flakes. So this one just is a big win for me. And I also will note that this does dry down like a tiny bit textured because of the flakes, but as you can see, the top coat smooths everything out and makes it super glossy and juicy looking, which is exactly what you want with a polish like this. And this one, once again, it doesn't change too dramatically depending on the lighting you find yourself in, but it does look good in both direct lighting and indirect lighting. You can see the flakes even better when you're in the shade. Here we have Older But Never Wiser, and I'm actually wearing this one right now because I loved it so much. And I mean, I'm sure this is kind of inspired by Antihero, and this one is described as a violet toned base with green toned coppery shimmer and micro hollow flake, another one with a prism-esque finish. And as you can see, this has a beautiful formula. It's super fluid. It builds up really nicely in just 2 coats. And I'm really particular about colors like this, even though I love them so much. And this one is a huge thumbs up for me. I absolutely love, love, love everything about this. And again, it dries a bit dull, so I recommend glossy top coat. This one is probably going to blow your mind with the shifts. I didn't really expect it based on the bottle and what I was seeing under my swatch lights, but trust me when I say this is mesmerizing. Every time I catch my nails, I'm just fascinated by what color it might be. So here it is with 2 coats and top coat, and hopefully you can see what I mean about the color shifts, but also trust me when I say it's even shiftier than that when you're wearing it in real life. Like, I'm looking at my nails right now and they look teal and blue. It's just super shifty. Of course, it wouldn't be a Rogue Lacquer collection without some flaky bombs. So here we have Light My Candle, and this one is a crystal blue green glass flaky with chartreuse and black metallic flakes. So this one is beautiful. There's so much going on in it, but it all works really, really well together. And as you can see on that first coat, if you go in with a light touch, it comes out really evenly, and it would work definitely as a topper if you prefer to wear these flaky bombs as a topper, or you could apply it over a green and it would sort of give it opacity in 1 or 2 coats rather than building it up. But I am going to build it up, and just to give you a sense of how to build it up. So what I recommend is 3 thin coats, and I do recommend also going in and touching up any spots that look a little bit bald after you go in with the second coat. So it's kind of too early after the first coat, but here, just go back if you see any spots you missed. And then hopefully by the time you get to the 3rd coat, everything is going to be filled in really easily, and you're going to have next to full opacity without any bald spots or anything. And I do recommend working in thin coats just to prevent things from getting thick or not gloopy, because I haven't experienced that myself, but do work in thin coats, and always remember that top coat is your friend, and that will smooth everything out at the end. So here are 3 coats and top coat. This one is really beautiful, and once again, I think that a lot of these flaky polishes that Rachel creates look their most beautiful when you're out of direct lighting. It just sort of glows off the nail, and you get a really interesting effect that direct lighting doesn't bring out as well. So that's my 2 cents. And last but certainly not least, we have Mermaids Like Cake 2. And this one is a purple, pink, and orange glass flaky with black and teal metallic flakes. So once again, this would be a great candidate for a topper. It looks amazing in 1 thin coat, as you're seeing here. And you can also obviously build it up. I am going to tell you now that this one really, really, really blew me away by the time I built it up and I was moving my hand around, I was shocked by how shifty and beautiful this one looked. It really reminds me of The Little Mermaid. It's just a beautiful polish. So as you can see, now that I've applied the second coat, it's covering pretty well, but I did notice that the tip of my nail, as you can see, was a bit bare. So I just went back and dabbed on very gently some polish and flakes to cover up any spots that were not well covered after the second coat. And then now I'm going in with my third coat, and really that's going to cover up anything I missed. And these polishes thankfully dry very quickly after each coat, so I didn't have to worry about smudging anything or ruining it after applying the polish. But if you want to be extra careful, wait 5 minutes in between coats to make sure everything's dry before you go in with the next coat. And of course, this is going to look amazing once you apply the top coat. One layer will smooth everything out, which is very impressive. It won't be difficult to remove, and this would look amazing matte, but I've said it before and I will say it again, I'm a glossy girl, and I just like how these polishes look with glossy top coat. And here, hopefully you can see what I mean. There's a beautiful red shift that happens with some of those flakes, and it's just so stunning. So enjoy the polish. I guess I love all of those polishes. I don't know. I can't really pick a favorite. Help me. Let me know in the comments if you have a clear favorite. Let me know if you're planning on shopping the Party Time collection. Let me know if you're hoping you will snag one of those birthday gifts. And I guess have a great day wherever you are. Bye.